Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Today I'm reviewing the newest addition to the 1502 lineup. 1502 Nicaragua Churchill 7x48 box press cigar. There is the density, and notice that is called the cigar lock that 1502 does. It is a partially closed foot. Now the cigar is in essence the same ingredients and binder and filler and wrapper that the 1502 Robusto had that I reviewed last year, and it made my top 10 for the year. Up until now, that was the only size the 1502 Nicaragua came in, but they decided this year, just this week, it was announced that they will be adding a Churchill size. This cigar uses Nicaraguan tobacco from all four main growing regions: Esteli, Jalapa, Condega, and Ometepe. And the cigar is said to fit strength-wise right between the emerald and the ruby. As you may or may not know, 1502 gets its name from the year Christopher Columbus discovered Nicaragua. So let's get right to it. The new 1502 Nicaragua Churchill. All right, let's clip off the cap. I realized you couldn't really see that. Good draw, hasn't it? Basically, it's a perfect draw. Has just a touch of firmness, nothing major. Now this cigar cap lock, a cigar lock, this tends to splinter a little bit on fire up. You can kind of see it happening there. Might be kind of fun to compare this review to the Robusto that I did last year, so if you want to look back at it, links to it will be on the blog. The first flavors I'm getting are very reminiscent of that cigar. A sweet pink grapefruit, light nutmeg notes, cream, and a lot of roasted nuts. The finish is a very sweet cream with a little influence of those roasted nuts. It's a light black pepper, almost a white pepper, at about a 7. So that's sort of how it starts. And this, although it's not a huge ring cigar, it does tend to burn slowly. So I want it to burn evenly. I'm going to take my time. So let's see where we go from here. Well, I'm about an inch in, and the main flavors are still right there in line. They're even mix: pink grapefruit, cream, nutmeg. Roasted nuts are still there, and now at the base, below those roasted nuts, there are light black coffee notes. Not overwhelming, but it is the base of the cigar. I would call it medium bodied at this point, and the finish is unchanged. Finish is very nice, a nice thick sweet cream. Not rich, but just a long lingering cream finish with a little influence of those roasted nuts. So very consistent from start to now. Let's see where we go from here. Well, we're not at, but close to the midpoint, and the pink grapefruit is still there, sweet. Nutmeg is very prominent. It's probably the lead flavor. And the roasted nuts are still there. The nutmeg has just a touch of butteriness to it. You can taste that. Coffee base, finish is unchanged. I would still only call it medium bodied, and I don't know if that's going to change. It may, but the headline for this short segment would be that the nutmeg is the lead flavor. It has just a touch of butteriness to it, just a little. You can detect it. Well, I'm down to the end, so let's wrap it up. The sweetness elevated here. The strength elevated, it's medium to full. The nutmeg is still there, has just a touch of butterness, not much to write home about, but just a little bit. And the roasted nuts are still there. Coffee at the base, the elevated sweetness of the, what I termed the pink grapefruit was nice. This is pretty much, by and large, an extension of the Robusto. A lot of the same flavors, basically the same exact flavors, just in a longer version. As you see, you get close to an hour and a half out of it, so it's a nice long cigar. These are made in the A.J. Fernandez factory, and Enrique, who is the owner of the brand, really holds them to a high standard. They do a good job for him. I've enjoyed this cigar immensely. It's just a good Nicaraguan cigar, and I can find no reason to give it a score of any less than the Robusto, so I'm giving it a 93. Very good cigar, should be on shelves now, so look for them anywhere that carries the 1502 brand. So there you have it, 1502 Nicaragua Churchill, 93.